Coming up this week on The Good Life, we've loved her Southern recipes for years, and now she's serving up something new.
Even my husband said, Paula, I don't remember you being that fat, honey. I said, well, I don't remember being that fat either.
Same great taste, but less fat. We're sitting down with the one and only Paula Deen on life, her newest projects, and her fabulous recipes coming up.
I have the coolest job in Pigeon Forge.
Plus, we're taking you inside the Old Mill District in Pigeon Forge to experience this lost-in-time way of living. Plus, who needs more thrift store style inspiration? We snagged some fabulous looks and great deals ahead. Plus, we're surprising one of our neighbors who's fighting for his life.
He greets them with a song and a dance every morning, and it's just amazing how much they love him and they respond to him in a positive way.
But continues to let his light shine brightly to encourage our next generation. It's all coming up on The Good Life. Living the good life doesn't mean having everything you want. It means recognizing and appreciating what you have. Hello to you. I'm Kelli Parker. To me, living the good life means sharing family traditions and great stories, having a style that's all your own, and living with a go big or go home kind of spirit. Oh, and every good life sprinkles in the element of surprise. So pull up a chair and join us. I think you'll agree. Every day is better when it's served with a slice of the good life. Hello to you and welcome to The Good Life. I'm Kelli Parker. We thank you so much for joining us. You know, here at The Good Life, we are all about Southern cooking, budget-friendly meals, and healthier food choices. And you know we love that go big, go home way of life. Well, our guest this week is packing those all into a fantastic new cookbook, and we can't get enough of her in our Southern kitchens. And we are beyond words thrilled to have with us today the one and only Paula Deen. She's an American cooking icon, a feisty chef originally from Albany, Georgia. And to our crew, one of the country's most recognized faces, welcomed us with the exact Southern hospitality you would expect.
If you've seen any of my shows, then you know me.
We know you and we love you.
Because I tell it all.
We love that about you. We love that. And all of East Tennessee loves that you are just so genuine.
Thank you. What you see is what you get.
And this skinny side of Paula Deen loves everything about Big Orange Country. You're looking better than you've ever looked.
Thank you.
Cuter than you've ever looked.
Oh
we
my
absolutely
gosh.
love it. You are loved here in East Tennessee.
You know, I can feel it every time I come to this state. I can feel it. I can feel it. And it feels good.
So you have a brand new cookbook.
Yes, Paula Deen cuts the fat, honey.
Let's talk about this. You have 250 amazing recipes in this book.
200 brand new recipes, Kelli. And then there's 50 classics, you know, that people have loved for years. The macaroni and cheese, the fried chicken, all those things that we're addicted to. But I've lowered the calories and the fats in them so that we can enjoy them more often, without a lot of guilt.
Yes. Less guilt with the same great taste. So what inspired her first cookbook in more than 3 years? Paula says seeing this photo of herself changed it all.
Even my husband said, Paula, I don't remember you being that fat, honey. I said, well, I don't remember being that fat either. You know, you just get happy and you just don't pay attention.
Right.
And then when I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, I had to say, okay, let's wait a second here.
A disease now under control and one that isn't slowing this Southern belle down. There's her new cookbook and the addition this summer of a new patio and porch line to her wildly famous Paula Deen furniture collection.
I'm like you, Kelli. I kind of like to go out and junk.
Love it, thrift stores.
And so they came and spent a few days with me. The designing team did, and we looked over every piece of old furniture that I had, and we worked very hard to bring back a little cleaner version of that. But my whole house has inspired that furniture line.
Through ups and downs, Paula says one thing has helped continue to push her forward. the support of her fans across the country.
You know, if you ever have a bad day, all I have to do is come out and meet the people.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't make you happy, you can't be made happy.
That's it. Good Life is all
Thank
about
you.
giving back to the community.
It
Why is
certainly
that so
is.
important?
It's so important, honey. Listen, I'm a girl that started with nothing. I've never been hungry, but I've been so close to it, and my children have been so close to it that we could smell it. And I said, Lord, if I can ever make it, I'm going to do all I can to pull somebody else along with me.
And that she has done, donating millions of dollars to the Paula Deen Bag Lady Foundation and supporting food banks and shelters for abused and battered women.
Gotta pay it forward, you know, you have to pay it forward.
Yes, and you do that all the time. What does living the good life, our show is called The Good Life, what does living the good life mean to Paula Deen?
To Paula Deen, living the good life. You're looking at it, honey. I've got one of the most beautiful families, and I'm not talking about just the outside. They are beautiful on the outside, but the most important thing, they're beautiful on the inside, and we've all got our health. And God blessed us with the physical strength to work, and we've got plenty to eat, more than we need to eat. So life is really good. We've got all the important things.
Would you say anything to East Tennesseans who are watching right now? Just a special hello?
Yes, I would. I'd like to tell everybody in Eastern Tennessee that I'm so happy to be here, and I just love you Tennesseans. And I always send y'all love and best dishes.
Yeah.
Always, always.
By the way, Paula radiates that Southern hospitality and charm. She made time for each and every person in her book signing line, and even those who hung around afterwards to speak to her. We love her. Still to come here on The Good Life. Coming up, we head just down the road in Pigeon Forge from Paula's restaurant and take you back in time.
We have people that tell us that we came here when we were a little kid.
We're taking you along for the historic sights, sounds, and flavors of the Old Mill District. That's coming up. Plus, do you hear that sound? That's the thrift store calling. We're heading back inside one of our favorite secondhand treasure chests coming up.
If I've been able to make them smile and laugh and have a good day, then praise the Lord for it.
And we're surprising our courageous neighbor and his battle ahead. That's coming up, but first, it's time for another Good Life time saver. Need a touch of classic summer heaven on your front porch or dinner table in a hurry? No worries. Take a thrift store basket. This one $1.25, and throw in several potted plants. In minutes, you have a timeless look for any corner of your home, and you didn't even have to get your hands dirty. More Good Life time savers after the break. The Good Life, brought to you by Knoxville Wholesale Furniture and Medeiros.
Introducing Marchesa by Bernhardt. Creating a sophisticated look while maintaining a casual comfort is the goal of Marchesa, a neo-traditional collection that pairs classic forms with contemporary finishes. European elements are distinctly recognizable, but the group carves out its own modern path. The unique mix of materials and finishes combines to create an appealing, earthy palette that exudes luxury while remaining understated, exclusively at Knoxville Wholesale Furniture.
Welcome back. Are you feeling stressed? Well, grab an orange. Studies show smelling an orange or eating one can actually lower your stress level by nearly 70%. So salute to you, our citrus friend, and go big orange. Now it's time for a little thrift store inspiration. So when it comes to my thrift store obsession, many of you are asking, so where are your favorite stores and where do we begin once we're there? Well, today we're taking you along with us as we show you our favorite finds. I know we've always been taught to buy the clothes, then accessorize. We're going to do things a little out of order today. The second I walked in, I have seen these beautiful necklaces. So I'm starting with these as my inspiration, and we are going to use these to find some beautiful outfits all around the store. Let's go take a look and see what we can pair. And who says you can't find the latest trends at a thrift store? The tassels on this scarf, those are huge this spring and summer. And this scarf just happens to match this necklace perfectly. We're gonna use both of these pieces and move on. Okay, so we all love little dresses for the spring and summer. Very comfortable, very versatile, and we love this little black dress. These go with anything. I love to pick pieces that are very classic like that. Also, we love this little polka dot pantsuit. How cute is this? Great for spring and summer. We're going to use both of these pieces. Next, we're going for a more casual look. The best way to do that is to grab a neutral. This skirt will go with anything all summer. And I love to mix in a little color. You know me. Let's use both of these. And from the more casual tops to a night out on the town, you're going to love the shirts we picked out to go with these looks. And last stop, the belts. We are accessorized. It's time to put these looks together. Here's look number one. It's J. Crew inspired. Great for any casual occasion. One that started with the coral necklace. We added the coral and white shorts and a great navy linen top and this neutral belt. All 4 pieces, total cost $12. Look number 2 is the Polka Dot Express. We took this pantsuit and added a fun belt and a big orange necklace. Now the look's complete. Total cost $9. Look number 3 is all about the tassels. Remember our scarf and necklace? Well, we've added them to that simple black dress and found a great belt to pull in the waistline. Now we're ready. Total cost $12. Finally, classically casual is look number 4 and 5. We love mixing this neutral skirt with the navy sailor stripe and the green necklace. Look at this fun belt. Total cost $9. Now we're using that same skirt with a breezy white shirt and adding a little sparkle with the silver necklace. Total price for those 2 pieces, $6. Total shopping haul for the day, 17 pieces for less than $50. Now that's living the good life. And here's a biggie. Don't be disappointed if you don't find something every time you go thrift store shopping. I walk away empty-handed sometimes, and there's always another thrift store day. From great deals to great family fun, it's time to head to the mountains. It's one of the most popular places in the Smokies where you will hear the words homemade and handmade on a daily basis. But one visit to the Old Mill District in Pigeon Forge and you might just feel yourself escaping from the hustle and bustle of everyday life to a time when things were more simple. It's a modern-day destination with a historical past nearly 178 years strong. Settled on the banks of the Little Pigeon River, you can't help but notice time slows down at this old mill. Welcome now to the Old Mill District here in Pigeon Forge. Joining us today, we have Donna Huffaker. And Donna, this is truly like stepping back in time.
It really is. With all the glitz and glitter on the parkway, we are truly more of a historical destination. We say when you cross that bridge, you go back 200 years.
It's a fantastic family destination, and you're going to show us around today, right?
Let's go, Kelly.
Let's go.
We are standing in front of the Old Mill restaurant. Across the street is our Pottery House Cafe and Grill. And this is where the folks come to get their corn chowder, their corn fritters, and their famous pecan pie.
Plates you serve on are made right here on
They
site.
truly are, so that really makes us authentic. Start to finish, we are authentic.
You are totally authentic. Speaking of the authentic mill that started this entire district is here on site, and we will walk through it.
Very good, Kelly, you're going to get to walk through and talk to our famous miller, Chuck.
Let's do it. We're already dusty and we don't even care.
We don't even care. We don't. How are you today?
I'm fantastic.
Welcome to the old mill.
Thank you so much.
As you said, it's one of the country's oldest working mills, built 1830, and we're still grinding today.
How unusual is this to have an operating working mill of this age?
It's kind of rare. There are a few. Now there's a lot of mills out there nowadays that you can go in, you can tour, they're like history pieces. But there's not a lot this old that are actually a working establishment producing this kind of product day in and day out.
Yes, it's incredible as far as the amounts you produce on a weekly basis. It must be.
It's staggering. In a year's time, if you see these bags all around us, we'll fill someplace between 75 and 100,000 of these.
It's amazing, and all of the products made here and around us are actually used right here on site.
Right here on site, that's the unique thing about the Old Mill District. We have the 2 restaurants we use our stuff in. Of course, we eat on the pottery that we make our own breads. You get it all right here. And don't forget the ice cream and candy.
Yes, we can never leave without those 2 things. You gotta have the sweets.
Absolutely. I have the coolest job in Pigeon Forge, maybe in East Tennessee. How many people can go to work and say, I work literally in a museum that provides a service and a product that people used back in 1830 and are still using it today? How many people can do that? It's really unique.
And that cornmeal made right here on site is served right inside at the Pottery House Cafe and Grill. This is such a fun family destination.
It is, and I think it's because it's such a familiar site. It is where the whole town began, and I think the people are so used to coming back and seeing the mill as a landmark. We have people that tell us that. We came here when we were a little kid, and we came here with our grandparents, and we just love those stories. We love them.
By the way, the old mill is on the National Register of Historic Places, and it's one of the most photographed mills in the country. Still to come on The Good Life. Coming up after the break, we pay it forward to one of our neighbors.
Friends I see at Walmart that know me from the school.
Yeah.
And I mean, that is an encouragement beyond belief.
Our Good Life surprise is coming up next.
Want to cut your energy bills by 20, 30, even 50% like I did? I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. I've done the research. Medeiros delivers energy-saving solutions. With eShield reflective technology and insulation, Medeiros transforms your attic and living space into heating and cooling cocoons, keeping your home warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Cut your costs just like I did. Call Medeiros today for a free estimate and real results.
And it's time once again to pay it forward to our neighbors who continue to inspire others. Our guest this week has been fighting a battle for more than 12 years now, but he doesn't let his sickness affect his attitude or his spirit to help others. For the past 6 years now, Frank Alexander has been a part of the morning drop-off routine at Bonnie Kate Elementary.
If I can cheer those kids up, if I can make them smile, and if I can make them jump for joy and during their day, or as they get out of that car and run to the door, if they can say, hey, the dancing man hugged me this morning, it's just unbelievable what it does to the mood.
Frank, or as the kids know him, Mr. Frank the Dancing Man, volunteers opening car doors several days a week.
Well, I started the dancing because I was cold. And I thought, well, if I keep moving, maybe I can generate a little bit of heat. But that's what started the dancing.
He greets them with a song and a dance every morning, and it's just amazing how much they love him and they respond to him in a positive way.
But despite his positive spirit, the last 12 years haven't been easy for the Alexanders, starting with Frank's first cancer diagnosis in 2003.
I had just gone through chemo. I had just finished the chemo. And he comes back to me and says, Frank, it's back. And I said, Doc, you must be joking. You cannot be serious.
Yeah.
I just went through this.
And he would hear that cancer diagnosis 5 more times, battling leukemia, melanoma, and bladder cancer.
If somebody had told me 5 years ago, Frank, you're going to be going through 7 cancers, I would have never believed it, Kelli. That I would have survived 7 cancers. You get to the point, gosh, not another one.
Yeah.
I just went through this.
To Frank, the cancer is only part of his story. His main mission is showing these students they are loved every morning.
I've learned to become so acquainted with so many of the children and the parents too. You know, this is the thing. They'll see me and they'll wave back, and the kids will come out of there hugging me, come off that bus, you know, with their arms, you know, out, just waiting for a hug.
There were days when he said, "Oh, I don't know if I can do this today," but he did, and he always comes back smiling.
For Frank, this morning routine brings hope. To the students who made him cards during his last battle, it's much more.
I cannot describe what that meant to me. I mean, I was in tears, literally. It's just something else. And I'll save those forever. I mean, there's just, it just means so much to me that those kids took their time
To do that.
and the teachers allowed them to take their time out of their school day to take time to write those cards.
Oh, he's looked through them several times.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got a basket right beside his chair. And so if he gets down or something, he can grab a stack of them and look through them again.
The kids are always, how's Mr. Frank? And they want to know how he is, and they really care about how he's doing. But it lets them know that even though he's not feeling good, he still comes and takes his time to greet them in a very positive way. And it makes their days more positive.
And now it's our turn to make Frank smile. So we want to thank you for being such an inspiration to Bonnie Kate and to all the students there. And the entire staff and the school wanted to kind of pay it forward to you. They've all made a big card with your name for you to look through because they love you.
Look at the inside front.
Oh, God.
You'll spend 3 hours looking at these. I think it teaches the children
what the word is, Kelli.
compassion.
Yeah.
And that'll carry through for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, that is something else there. It just, you know, it draws tears to my eyes every time.
We will never be able to say how much we appreciate his time, energy, and effort for us.
So what gets you through each one of those battles? What is the thing that you think, okay, we've got another one, but we can face this one too?
God's still in control, and I'm going to trust Him through this. I beat 6 of these, and I'm going to beat this one too.
It's good to be alive.
So that's it. To our crew, that's what it means to live the good life. It means a chance to use your talents and spirit to help others, living at a slower pace. It means looking great and not stretching your wallet. It means battling through life's hard times together. Thanks so much for inviting us into your home this week. And remember, every day is better when it's served with a slice of the good life. And we hope you agree. We'll see you back here next week.